Oh, hello there. Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise here, and I was just putting away a couple of games that I was recently talking about when I realized something. See, I've enjoyed board games for as long as I can remember, starting with a couple of little Donkey Kong and Pac-Man board games that I had in grade school. They were cheesy, but they sparked my imagination. When I grew a little older, Risk became my go-to game, and I eventually began collecting bits and pieces of other board games at thrift stores to trick out Risk with homemade expansions. And yet, I was always picked last for Dodgeball. Go figure. Well, my focus on the hobby would ebb and flow over the years, but then, on January 20th, 2012, nearly 3 years ago today, I stumbled across this video while poking around the internet looking for more accessories to trick out Risk. That video introduced me to Twilight Imperium, the Dice Tower, and more importantly, the world of modern board games. Well, so over the last 3 years, I've been making up for lost time. Oftentimes, acquiring board games faster than I can assimilate them. And talking about my unplayed copy of Descent here allowed me to step back and notice the result of this accelerated acquisition. There's actually quite a few games in my shelf that I haven't even played once yet. And there's a lot more of them than I expected. Fortunately, easing off the throttle for a while, accumulating fewer games, and indulging in the yet-to-be-played games in my collection all coincide with the resolutions that I've already made for myself this year. I hereby resolve to focus on the quality of my gaming experiences instead of the quantity. Do I really sound like that? No, come on, focus. It got me wondering, on average, how many unplayed games are in someone's collection at any given time? I mean, surely everybody must have at least one game in their collection that they've never ever played. Maybe even 40. So, if you'll indulge me in audience participation once again, I'd be interested in hearing your answer to the question of how many board games are in your collection and how many of those have never been played. Let's compare notes, and next time I'll discuss what it is that I think compels us to keep buying games even after we've accumulated a pile yet unplayed.